Hello, my people! I said that way too excitedly. My head is pounding, and today's video is going to be a mental health update. And basically, like, what's going on, with like anxiety, depression, insomnia, a few other things that I'm going to mention throughout the video because I forgot them, paranoia, and, what I remember after. So, I'm not going to explain what these mental illnesses, disorders, whatever they're called. I'm not going to explain them. You guys can Google them. I'll spell them out in the description so you can like copy and paste them into Google. My head hurts a lot. I have no idea why I'm making a video. But basically, when my anxiety kicks in, it's like I freak out about absolutely everything. And the reason I do is because someone else is tapping in a rhythmic form. I can hear a clock ticking, or like someone's, walking in like heels or really loud noises, or someone's dragging their feet across the floor. Oh my god, that gives me so much anxiety. Talking about it, I'm pretty okay, but, just actually imagining that it's just, oh my god. If I'm the one tapping, I'm okay, but sometimes even I give myself anxiety, so it's just. Bleh. So basically, the reason this affects me so much is because I feel like, especially if it's in a rhythmic form, like if you're just, it sounds like a clock ticking, especially if it's an actual clock ticking. It feels like I have to be somewhere at a certain time, but the thing about it is, I have nowhere to be at any time at all. And it just freaks me out because, like, I have nothing to do, so why do I feel like I have to do something in, whatever? And it pisses me off. Another thing that gives me anxiety is crowds. So, like, parties, Venezuelan parties at that, because my family on my mom's side is Venezuelan and they are loud AF. So, like, especially the friends my family, well, my grandparents, because I live with them, hangs out with. This is where the people my family hangs out with is literally where you get the stereotype about, oh my god, Venezuelans are so friggin' loud. Because they are, especially if they're frustrated or mad. They're even louder. And so, basically, because these Venezuelan parties are the only friggin' parties I go to, I have no life. That's why I'm here on YouTube! Can I be any more done with myself? Anyway, so basically, I get sensory overload, which is a form of anxiety, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it just, I have to leave, I have to go somewhere quiet, I have to listen to my own music. I can't be with the music and the loud and the screaming and no. Especially if there's like a lot of lights on, my eyes are just like, I'm part vampire. No, I'm not, I'm kidding. I'm completely human. Or am I? I'm the weirdest person on earth. So basically, that's my anxiety. My depression. I'm not exactly quite sure why I was diagnosed with depression, because to be honest, I have a pretty okay life. Of course, then again, that was since September 20. No, that's not exactly when my happiness started. But I started getting better. So, September 28th, 2016. I just poked the camera, which was the day I got with my girl. We're going on 7 months on Friday, guys! Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just really excited about it. But anyway, I would get, with my ex, I would get really sad out of nowhere. And it's just like, I would be having the best time of my life. Like, having fun and whatever. And then all of a sudden it's just like, zombie. Like, out of nowhere. And it's funny because she would try to figure out what was going on. And I'm just like, no, nothing. I'm just, eh. And when I'm depressed, I get really, really quiet. And it's just, people get concerned and it freaks them out. especially if I didn't take my ADHD medicine, which is also something I have. ADHD is basically uh, attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I forgot my birthday one time, so basically ADHD is just when you can't focus on one thing at a time. So you're trying to write a poem, right? A sentimental poem, and then you're all of a sudden you're outside, right? And then all of a sudden squirrel. So that's a really huge stereotype about it, but that's basically what it is. The hyperactive part of ADHD is just basically you can't sit still and you're moving and you're shaking your leg and you're doing a bunch of stuff, and a fidget cube would be helpful in both the anxiety and ADHD for me. And anyone who has a mixture of these. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's not anger management issues because I can manage my anger. But it's been built up inside me for so long because I've learned to control my anger, and so now it's just coming out everywhere. Even at the people, especially at the people I love, because I talk to them most, and then every little thing they do, I'm just like, "Arr!" And I don't understand why. Like, why now? Why not later? Or why not back then? Why now? Now. So that's actually a bit saddening, and I'm just a little depressed about it. But I mean, I'm not gonna like take medication for it, which I was on for a while. Latuda was actually really good. It put me to sleep. And then before that, I was on this one called Zoloft. I was on it for like a week because my grandma freaked out because it was an antidepressant, so she took it away from me, and I was like, I felt better the next day. Because at this time I was really depressed, and it was probably because my ex broke up with me. But this was sometime last year. I'm not saying details. Insomnia, basically, what it is that you can't sleep at night no matter how hard you try. My insomnia and depression schedules, my depression goes like this. So apparent, I can't do it. So apparently, I have bipolar disorder type 2, which is bipolar depression. My depression's bipolar or something. I don't understand how it works. I don't know why it's called that. I'm all over the place with this video. I'm all over the place with all my videos. I will get organized soon, I promise. But my depression and my anxiety, my anxiety. My depression and my insomnia never coordinated, so when I was depressed, I would be able to sleep. Maybe not better, but I would be able to sleep. Like, let's say, for example, I was depressed for a week, from Sunday to Saturday. And then my insomnia would be maybe Wednesday night, and then Saturday night, and then I would feel better on Sunday about my depression, and then, that night I have insomnia too. So it was all. But basically, when I had insomnia, I wouldn't have at this time, typically, I wouldn't have a phone, so I wouldn't, be on my phone just like all the time. I have a TV in my room, but I don't watch it a lot. Like, just when I want to catch up on some things or something. I don't have Netflix either, so I spend my time on YouTube because I have no life. But yeah, I'll just literally lay in bed and toss and turn the entire night. Sometimes it would be 2 nights in a row, sometimes it would just be one. One time it was 3 days in a row, and I had a extremely sore back for about a week. Oh, just remembering the pain, I'm just like, ugh. Paranoia. I don't have like severe symptoms of paranoia. To be honest, I don't really think I have any symptoms of paranoia, but that's what I'm gonna call it because I constantly feel watched. I don't have I have two closets and they're actually really small, but one of them doesn't have a door, and sometimes I'll just, at night I have a nightlight. I sleep with a nightlight. Judge me, and I'll just look into my closet without the door, and I'm just like, I see a face, or something freaky like that, or some crap. Or, I'll face my wall. I'm on my bed right now. I'll face my wall while I'm sleeping, and then I would think about like Slender Man or something scary like that. Or Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm a pussy. I'm very scared of everything. So I'll face my wall, and I'm like so scared to turn around because I think something's there. This video's getting really lengthy, but I'll walk home from my bus. I'll walk home from my bus stop, and it'll just I'll have to constantly look behind me, or if there is somebody behind me, I feel like they're gonna like attack me, or if someone's coming towards me, you know, I have like a shit ton of pens in my pockets, so I'll take one out, uncap it or click it or twist it or whatever, and then I'll have the tip out, just in case I get attacked, because I mean that's my only form of defense, because I'm 5'1.5". I'm really small, and that's not a lot of muscle. Of course, then again, that's also my left hand. But, I can't really throw a punch. I don't like hurting people. I'm so scared. And it's funny because I feel like I'm a psychopath because I think about 10 different ways to kill someone who's crossed me. But I don't do anything, and I wouldn't do anything, so please don't report me because I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of person. And you're not going to take my word for it, but I mean, just whatever. But I mean, if you know me in real life, you know I'm not like that. Unless you knew me like in middle school and any time before that, then I've changed, sweetheart. I have changed. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.